Carl Friedrich Gauss. Born 1777, a poor bricklayer's son from Brunswick, Germany. Today we are talking about two foundation stones of statistics. First, the normal distribution, the bell curve that describes how errors cluster symmetrically around the truth. Second, the method of least squares, the mathematical algorithm best fit by conniving the sum of square different them. Born in a cottage with a damp clay floor, a father who wanted a builder, nothing more. Bricks of the future, boys, stay on the grid. Maths won't put food on the table, he said. But at 3 years old, while my father paid the men, adding up the payroll again and again, I pointed to the ledger with a child's small hand. My mother Dorothea didn't know how to read, but she knew there was a fire that the bricks couldn't feed. She couldn't write the day of my birth on a slate, she just knew I was born days before Easter's date. She held the Duke's letter of petulance tight, keeping the promise of my future in sight. I am the bricklayer's son, I am the dust in the sum. I found the order in the chaos, the signal in the noise. I did it with no money and no choice. Call me what you will, I brought a lost star down, man's prince. I found my own worth. 1801, Piazzi looks up high, sees a new world, Ceres moving through the sky. 41 nights of data, a tiny theory up in the dark. The greatest astronomer said the planet was lost. Standard calculations couldn't estimate the cost. But I sat in my study with the 41 points of light, wrestling with the error of the telescopes at night. I realized every measurement is random, noisy error like a bell. It's a mathematical measure. So I built the method of least squares to pierce the screen, minimize the sum of square differences to find to the black, and told the astronomers where the star would come back. They looked on New Year's Eve, exactly where I said the lost world was found, mapped out in my head. I am the bricklayer's son, I am the dust in the sum. I found the order in the chaos, the signal in the noise. I did it with no money and no choice. Call me what you will, I brought a lost star down, man's prince. I found my own worth. Now hear the lesson, how to use this tool today. Whenever your data is noisy, here is the way. First, the normal distribution. Use it when you expect errors to cluster symmetrically around a centrally seen. Plot your errors at the bell curve shape. You have Gaussian anthemic with Saigal scale. Square the distance and differences so the negative and positive values align. Then sum those squares and adjust the line's position till that's done with absolute precision. Regression models, trend lines and calibration system, physics, finance, and engineering algorithms. When do you use it? When you want to separate true signal from the measurement drift to predict the future path when the present point shift. When your measurements lie a little bit to your face, least squares find the truth hidden in the noisy space. I am the bricklayer's son, I am the dust in the sun. I found the order in the chaos, the signal in the noise. I did it with no money and no choice. Call me what you will, I brought a lost star down, man's prince. I found my own worth. Maths is simple, trust the bell. Minimize the squares with balance in the end. Because I'd spent my life learning to bend. The boy who corrected the legend, no fear. The truth doesn't change because the measurement is crude. The signal survives the most noisy multitude. Mother, you held a letter you couldn't read, like a prior probability you didn't need to found. And the bricklayer's son has laid his slate down.